welcome to another Poor Freaking Choices.
Poor
Sip and chill.
choices. Listen, I just want you all to know that we are here for you. Okay, we are here for you in these trying times, these last however many days. We're not going to talk about it here, but finding something else to talk about was really, really hard. But we're here, and we managed.
Speaking of relationships, what's up, everyone? How are you all doing? Hopefully, your week has gotten better from the weekend. I know a lot of people died, like celebrities. The rally, of course, Trump's assassination attempt, and then we have the crazy destinies of the world and the Mark Hamills of the world. Who else? Oh, Kyle Gass.
Oh, and Jack Black. Boo.
I think Jack Black, that whole situation. I mean, I know me, if I was in Jack Black's situation, I would be the stunned person who wouldn't say anything at the time and then talk to my friend afterwards.
But he laughed. That I could see stunned into silence. He was too stunned to speak.
Or like I would do the
audience, which is also concerning. Concerning.
That would be me. Ha 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 ha.
I would have been like, what?
That's some bad taste.
The audience laughing also is concerning. Everybody at that concert needs to be investigated.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a rough week. Who knows? Month, year, even. I don't know anymore, to be honest. It feels like it's been a year and it's only been 5 days.
It's only been, not even a full week. I feel like the news cycle has just literally tried to pick up anything and everything from that situation, which is why we are doing a segment called Am I the A-hole? Because nothing is coming through the algorithm right now on Twitter besides the acolyte and Trump.
Yeah, and Acolyte is the a-hole, fun fact, and so are all of the people that you guys know I'm talking about that wish harm on other people. You're also the a-hole. So there you go. We got 2 topics off there. Boom.
Well, yeah. I honestly think, like, when I compare my hospital life, we kind of dehumanize people at times. And what for me humanizes a situation, it's not the patient, which I understand. Like, I still talk to them like they're human. But what always gets me is the family members and their emotions around their family. And that always kills me more because I'm going to be that person more so than the patient, at least at this age. And I mean, I've already been there and it sucks and there's no control. And I mean, it sucks being the patient too, but that's what humanizes it for me. And to see people so cavalier about another person's life, it's just really sad.
It's really, really sad. We are lost as a people, as a species. Yeah.
I think a huge part of it is experience. I don't think most people have ever seen anyone die.
Oh, no.
Y'all won't be seeing thestrals. It's not good, okay?
There's no thestrals. You're not going to be haunted by a cute 1950s housewife in a skirt. She tells you all about how to make a martini. Like, that's not what happens.
But that's the problem. If people have never been in that situation, they can't sympathize. And a huge thing is they can't empathize either. Because, I mean, I have never seen anyone get shot. I've seen a gun. I've seen people hurt. I've seen gunshot wounds. But I don't wish that on anyone at all.
Oh.
And the worst is when it's a bystander. Oh, God. One of the worst patients I ever had was a little kid that got shot just walking down the street.
Walking down the street as collateral damage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, that's not cool. That's why the whole husband that got injured or shot at the rally and died. Like, oh, I cried. I cried when I watched that video. Oh my God. And the daughter's note. But to make this lighter, let's make fun of some crazy people.
Yeah, so we're gonna distract you all from that. We've said our things. You're still the a-hole.
Other crazies.
If you want that to happen, you're still an a-hole, by the way. You are the a-hole. You don't even have to post already, I'm telling you. But we're gonna go and we're gonna read funny things because we need a break.
Yes.
I think we need
a little levity.
A brickety break.
So let's start with a joke. Cajun Corey coming in hot with his $5 says, how does a computer get drunk? It takes screenshots.
Stop.
I liked it. Okay, whatever. Mark calls it screen caps. I'm not a fan of that, personally. I get it. It's capture.
Huh? Yeah. Well, that's true. That's a good point.
But I don't like it. I like screenshots better. I guess you can call it the print screen too, because it's technically the button. I know, Tara.
Oh yeah, that's my eyeballs.
I know, Tara. Terrible, but I love it.
Okay. Corey has all the terrible but funny jokes.
It's perfection. Oh, here's one more before we continue. Cajun Corey with another $5 says, sure, I drink brake fluid, but I can stop anytime. Why am I laughing?
Really?
I don't know. It's good. It's good. I swear. I like it.
Oh my God.
Tugs is like, oh, lukewarm.
Corey.
Okay. All right. So we have this. Now, weddings, I believe, are, you do what you want in the end. But there are just some things that you have to do depending on the time of the wedding. I had a friend who went to a wedding, traveled like 6 hours flight. And the wedding she went to was at this, she had to rent a car. And the hotels that were around there were like $300. It's Canadian. So, I mean, it's like, what, $20 American? And then on top of that, the wedding was at 6 o'clock. Okay.
PM, I'm assuming?
Food. No food was served.
Did they know that ahead of time, though?
She knew it because she talked to the bride, and she's like, I think that's silly that they don't serve food. You're at a time that people eat dinner, and that's going to be your ceremony. Yeah. And then on top of that, you're not serving food at the time. When are people supposed to eat? Before, after, during? That makes no sense.
I mean, if you don't want to pay for a full meal, which I get, is that weddings are expensive. At least put on the invitations. You can tell people it's okay. Hey, listen, yeah, we're only going to have hors d'oeuvres, served at the reception directly after the ceremony. That kill time where they go and take photos, and the guests all get drunk. We will have hors d'oeuvres in between, but there's going to be no sit down meal. It's just going to be a party.
Yeah,
that I would definitely told everybody.
The only time you can do no food probably is between 2 to 5 at the latest. You could do a ceremony, a little bit of dancing, and that's it. A little afternoon wedding, maybe some tea. That's fine. Every other time, morning, lunchtime, night, you have to serve food. I'm sorry.
Yeah, at least I said, at least hors d'oeuvres, little snackies where they walk around with finger foods or something. That's, at least that. If you don't want to do a sit-down meal, that's fine. Just tell everybody, we're not doing a sit-down meal. Okay, fine. That's your wedding. Do what you want. But make sure you, A, tell people, and B, snacks are good, especially if you're having booze. Most weddings have open
Yeah, there was booze, but it was they brought their own cans and coolers and stuff like that, which sounds very outback. It's a very small town where they were. So I don't even know if ordering a pizza was a possibility.
You could cater pizza.
You can. You should. Yeah. I think you should. You should literally drop at least $500 on pizzas. That should be enough to feed maybe 60 people to 100, depending on your numbers.
Oh, and that would be cheaper than doing a sit-down dinner at your wedding. I'm just throwing that out there because that's $500 a plate.
God. One wedding I went to, for their nighttime meals, they ordered a bunch of Big Macs. It's probably one of my favorite nighttime meals, just thinking about it.
That would be amazing. I would do that. It's here's a Big Mac and a small fry. Have fun.
Oh my God. Okay, is this an Indian wedding that 3 days? Where's Krakow? Did I say it right? Krakow?
Krakow?
Cacao.
Cacao.
Cacao
Poland.
is Poland. Oh, do Polish
That
weddings
makes
last
sense.
like many days? Is that a thing?
I believe that, yeah.
I know Indian weddings are like 7 days sometimes. Italians weddings last a week.
Well, yeah, because here's the thing. So a lot of cultures, Italians are this way. I want to say the Polish out there too, but I will have Bogoslava tell us for sure. But you do the wedding, so you have the so it's like a 3 or 4 day affair. Before the wedding is family time. Everybody gets together. There's dinners, there's party. It's probably like the bachelor party. Usually is the day before, like a bachelor dinner, and they go out and the boys get all crazy and have their cigars and the girls get all things. Right. And then you have the day of the wedding. And then you have the day or two afterwards, and it's more like celebration parties. And it's family oriented. So then you have like, it's not necessarily multiple weddings, but it's a multi-day celebration. The girls go get their
That
hairs
sounds
done, and they get
cool.
their makeup done, and they get waxed, and they do this, and blah, 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 blah. And they're the bachelor bachelorette party. They may have had one, months or whatever, like is a normal culture here in America. We have them, like a month or whatever advance. But the day or two before the wedding, the guys go one way, the women go the other, and like it's a whole big, it's like a weekend family reunion.
Wow. That sounds fun, honestly. I'd be down for that because at a wedding, depending how big it is, you don't get to spend that much time with your family. And especially if they come in from somewhere, you're like, I want to be able to hang out with you. Not just be like, hi, bye.
Yeah, it's this big event, big family reunion, because all the families together and it's all 3,500 of them.
I love it.
So, yeah.
What is a double Big Mac? Does it mean there's 2 extra pieces of bread in there? I personally like a double cheeseburger over a Big Mac anyways, with mac sauce.
I think it's 2 cheeseburgers or 2 burgers, double patties.
Double patties. Ooh, okay.
With double cheese, double patties, usually.
Double cheese, double patties. That's a lot. I mean, I'm on keto, so I can't have that. I could do the beef and the cheese. Ooh, and mac sauce is fine because it's technically like a mayo.
See, me, I'm like, I can have onions on keto.
Onions are great. I actually had chicken, red peppers and onions for my lunch like a couple hours ago.
That's one of my favorite things is I do chicken, red peppers, onions, jalapenos, and then like mayo. And mix it all, or Greek yogurt, and mix it all together. And you have like a chicken salad. And it's so good.
Ooh, that sounds good.
You can throw ranch seasoning in there if you want. It was so good.
Oh my God. I have cottage cheese and strawberries for later. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Anyways, the reason why I brought up the wedding stuff, by the way, I saw this tweet and I don't know how I feel about this. So this person, Katie, says, it's so annoying that you're basically required by polite society here to have an open bar at your wedding. Neither my partner nor I drink, and we don't care if people do, but must we pay for it? I think if you don't drink, you could just have maybe wine at the table at best.
Yeah.
And then leave it at that. And then if people want to buy drinks, they can buy their own drinks.
Yeah. I mean, if that's okay with the venue, obviously. But yeah, do a non-alcohol wedding. That happens all the time.
Or I guess you could just do a dry wedding, if depending on religion, maybe. I don't know. I don't think it's necessary to pay for alcohol because the alcohol packages, when I was with my friends, we were just kind of comparing all the different venues. It could be an additional $50 per person, or a set like $7,000 to $15,000 Canadian. So it's probably $100 in American. So
yeah, but if it's that big of a deal for you, have a dry wedding, or do like just a champagne toast for everybody, and that's it. If they want to bring their own, as long as wherever you're having the wedding is okay with it, then that's on them. But yeah, if you want a dry wedding, have a dry wedding. There's nothing.
Yeah, and if you have a dry wedding, just
your wedding.
Don't be surprised that people will bring their little flasks with them and just.
Oh, there's always almost a dad somewhere that's got a flask in his suit pocket. So, like,
oh my God. I love. Okay. Did you ever see those like bangle flasks? I have one. I've never used it, but it was like a gag gift that I got. And it's actually like, it's hefty. You could put a lot in it.
I was going to say it. I feel like it would be too heavy. It's very obvious. Like you can really, it's not subtle at all. But two, I feel like it would be so heavy, like my poor arm.
I would do, like, if I was trying to sneak alcohol in, I would do a little baggie in my bra insert. But that's just me.
Oh yeah, they make those. They make the wine bra, and it's a literal bag, and you just like pull the straw out.
No, what I would do is I would put pure vodka in there and then just mix it in with my Coke.
Oh, that's smart. That's smart.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, that's the way to get your alcohol in. The least volume, the most effective. That's how I like to drink when I was not allowed to drink. Tee.
Oh, dry weddings are, we'll ignore the marriage comment. And I'm just kidding. But yeah, dry weddings are common. I don't understand why.
I think this person was just asking a question out in the world, and it was a lot of traction.
Oh no.
The responses were kind of mixed. So like this one person says, people getting mad about you hypothetically not serving a drug you don't consume on your own wedding to which they wouldn't be invited anyway is peak Twitter and alcohol culture. Oh, I like this. A sunrise wedding, no alcohol expected, and only the people who love you and don't give an F about the open bar will show up. I've done a sunrise wedding. It is tough to wake up early and get kind of cute.
Yeah, because you have to be there as the sun rises, which is depending on the time of year, anywhere between 5 and 6:30 in the morning.
In the summer is the worst.
Yeah,
okay.
That doesn't sound like fun.
Someone put here, got to be careful with an open bar at your wedding. If someone gets too drunk and crashes on the way home, you could be held liable for providing them booze. I don't think so. Are bars liable for providing booze?
Yeah.
If they can take your keys away, they will, but I don't think they're liable.
I actually think they are, or they can
well,
be.
Not too much, but like not about you driving off. Like if they don't know that your keys are in your pocket, then
no. If they overserve you, yes, they are liable. But I don't know if in general.
The States.
Yeah, I think it's only if they overserve you though.
Okay.
Like it's very clear, and I've seen people at weddings, at open bar weddings, get cut off. Not me, but I have seen it happen. You're like,
yeah. Oh yeah, this is a good thought. Muslim weddings, they don't drink alcohol.
Oh yeah, they're also a 3-day affair, I'm sure. See?
Yeah, most likely. I know the henna party might happen the day before or something like that. I love henna. Someone put, yes, it's called having a party. It's a social event. It's not all about your preferences, but it is because it's her wedding. So
yeah, it's her wedding. Oh,
if that's what just bring your own alcohol. Just put it in your pocket. It's fine.
If it's not what she wants, it's like, again, have a BYOB option if that's a thing. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know the rules.
Yeah, I
do think want it there.
If it's an option to pay for your alcohol, you should allow it, maybe.
Oh, like have like a cash bar? Yeah.
But I do think you have to pay for the bartender.
You have to pay for the bar to be open, yeah.
Yeah, which you would have to have them open anyways to serve even soft drinks.
Not necessarily.
Really?
A lot of places just will do like a wine, or not wine, a water, like a jug of water for water, because I think their water is something that has to be. But soft drinks and stuff you still would have to pay. So
interesting. Well, I think it's your wedding. You're allowed to do what you want. I do think at least serve food depending on the time of the wedding, but alcohol is not a must.
No. If you want a dry wedding, have a dry wedding. If people want to go, that's on them. If they want to smuggle it in, that's also on them.
Yep. We're all adults here, okay?
Don't act stupid and don't destroy the wedding venue. Those are the rules, okay?
Absolutely. Now, Tugs, you know the age of this person, so do not give this away. But chat, I want you to play this game with me. So Tugs mentioned this last week about these TikTokers asking their audience, what's my age? And chat, I would love your best guess.
I talked about this last week.
without checking my bio, how old do you think I am? I'm gonna put my hair down. I just went. I'm camping. I went to the store, and I'm checking out, and I got like a lot of shit. So you mean big bag, and so you're gonna love this bag. It's great. You're gonna love this bag. You can put your kids in this bag. And I said, kids? How old do you think I am? How old do I look that I could have children? What, sir? How old? Give me an idea.
That's not Kara. Kara is cuter than that, okay? Do not do that to Kara. That hurts me thinking you would say that, chat. All right. So we got 35, 35, 21, 32, 45.
35
okay.
minutes, 30 something.
Are we ready? Are we ready to see her age? She's 22.
22. For those of you who were here last week and I was telling you about how us millennials are aging really well for our age, like I look 35. Some people may go, oh, I thought you were like maybe 29. That's great. These poor Gen Zers.
I think that it's because she's white. Like, look at this. Like, she doesn't look so bad. I'm a photographer and I took these photos. Oops. She doesn't look that bad here. Like, she looks way younger.
Yeah, in that picture she does. I wonder when was that posted?
This was from April 5th, if that's correct. Does that mean April 5th? I don't know. I don't use TikTok.
Yeah, that should be this year. That's one hard life. No, I don't even think she does this to her, Crystal. There's a lot of Gen Zers that are actually sober, ironically. But they just are not aging well, and I don't know why. We were trying to talk about this I was trying to talk about this last week and make it make sense, but it's like now that you guys have seen it, it's weird. We as a whole can't figure out if it's because they're putting on makeup so young and doing all this crazy skincare so young, or if it's because they're scrolling all day long and they're really the technology generation, like the social media generation, and they're raised on these things, and it's nothing but all the blue lights that are messing with your skin. Yeah, and the stress to look good and to feel good and blah, blah. I don't know, but it's wild to me.
When she sent that to me, I'm like, are you freaking kidding me?
That's what I was talking about last week.
So not okay. She's not okay.
And she's not the only one. There's so many Gen Zers that you're like, I'm sorry, you're how old? You just now turned 21? Are you sure?
Maybe what we need to see is we need to see not white people, but I want to see like a Black or Asian person. Well, I mean, you gave the dude and he was Black.
Yeah, the guy last week, Jordan, who I also thought was in his 30s, and nope, what did I say?
But he had a beard, so I mean that changes things. But if he didn't, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm closer to sure that he would look younger than he does currently. And,
could be, yeah.
And same thing with, I feel like Asians in general just look young for the most part.
Yes, you guys do too.
So I'd be curious to see if there's any Asians that are looking gnarly. Like really gnarly. Because that girl, look, I feel bad. But I think it's just genetics on top of the stress, maybe. Who knows?
Just be us poor white people. We suck as a genetic gene pool.
Like your skin doesn't hold moisture very well because you're drier. It's not as oily, and oilier skins can age better.
We burn instead of tan. We are more prone to obesity. We're more prone to all these things. We're more prone to age terribly. Like why? It's awful.
Yeah. It's crappy diets. Crappy diets. There was, I was listening to one of my like keto podcasts, and there was a study saying the amount of sugar per person hasn't greatly increased from, I forgot which decade, like the 70s or 80s. What actually increased is the use of seed oils like canola. And that has a huge detrimental effect in obesity and diabetes.
Yeah.
More so than sugar.
Yeah, it's not the sugar. I mean, if you get like the super processed stuff, that's 50-50, but sugar is sugar. It's been sugar for 100-something years, 200 years, thousands of years, whatever. The canola oil, people kill me with this canola oil. Like that stuff was literally made to clean engines. It's an engine greaser. That's why it was made. Look it up. And they
buy olive oil. buy coconut
Avocado oil.
oil,
Yeah.
avocado oil, way better for you. Like, you can literally eat a heaping spoon of olive oil and it'll be really good for your gut.
It's
Mind
actually
you,
really good for you in general. Jesus, take the wheel. Antibacterial is the word I'm going for here.
and
You
get
take
extra virgin.
Mhm.
We like the extra virgin olive oil.
Yep.
The more virgin, the better.
Cold pressed if you can get it. I get the big one at Costco. Costco has actually really, really,
Me
really
too.
good keto, carnivore, healthy options. Just a fun fact. If you have a Costco buddy, go with them to Costco. One of these
I don't know
days.
if this works in the States, but in Canada, you can buy gift cards and still shop at Costco because they can't deny you
Oh, interesting.
purchasing
I did not
stuff.
know that. Well, there you
So
go.
just
Have somebody
check
send
it
you Costco.
out. I have a Costco membership back when I lived with my mama, and we share one. So
I share one with Duke and we love it. I get my all of my olive oils for the big boxes. They're, like $18 for the cold pressed extra virgin. Pompeii is my favorite. It's from Italy. I get my avocado oil sprays there. I get my favorite mayonnaise there, which is just eggs and avocado oil and vinegar, chosen foods. They've obviously got great meat. Everybody knows the bulk meats and all that stuff. Like, you can find a lot of stuff at Costco that is really good ingredients, and you'll have it for freaking ever because it's Costco. So, olive oil.
own it. It's not about the amount of sugar; it's about the amount of pies and the sugar.
Ooh, now I want pie.
Oh, we were talking about this earlier on X Wings channel. What is your favorite pie?
Oh, pumpkin.
Pumpkin? What dressings do you like on it?
I usually just do whipped cream.
I love
and a little bit of cinnamon.
If I do pumpkin pie, there's more whipped cream than pie. Like, I love a lot of whipped cream. The more whipped cream, the better.
Pumpkin's my favorite, but I also really love I love apple pie and blueberry pie too.
Wait, what kind of crust do you like?
I don't know. What the one that has like the caramelized sugars.
The crumble?
In it. Yeah, that one. And it's like
crumble.
it's toasted. Whatever I don't know how they make it, but it's like toasted and it's got this almost like caramelized sugar on top. That's my favorite crust. I don't know what
I am drooling. So, hi, Joe. Hi, Rocky.
Hi, Rocky.
Dan Vask said that there's a place that makes Kinder Egg pies near his house. And he says he usually has them like room temperature. I'm like, but, Dan, listen to me. Have you ever thought of heating your pie up and then eating it with that chocolate melted? He's like, no. I'm like, I need to do it now.
That would be my first thing I did was pop that in the microwave for like 10 seconds. You don't need a lot, like 10, 15 seconds.
Yeah, you need just a melty chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh, look at JoJo.
They are fighting. Her version of fighting is not very good.
That's,
we'll have doggy entertainment.
Look, he's like, Mom, help. Mom.
He's got it. She can't even beat him. He just he dominates her a little too much. I have to make sure he doesn't like squish her because he will.
Yeah.
A Mississippi mud pie. That sounds good. It's like chocolate and cream.
Yeah, chocolate cream pies are also good. The chocolate like cream mousse pie. Don't even Duke. That's what she said.
Hi, Duke. Hi, Duke.
You guys want to talk about the like the chocolate cream mousse pies or whatever they're called? Those are really good
like a
too.
mudslide. Oh,
yeah.
So
Boston cream pies are good, but I can only eat a little one. Stop laughing!
He's like, that's a sex thing. Oh my god. You said a sex thing.
Oh, boys, you guys are hilarious.
Oh god. Yeah. So pecan pie is good too.
I have never been a fan of pecan pie, but you know what I do love is when you go to the fair or like swap meets, they're popular out here. Buc-ee's sells them too. Are the candied pecan pies that are like candied in sugar? Oh my gosh, they're so good.
Oh, I'm craving pies now.
Yeah, no, I want pie. Hon, can we go get pie?
I want some pie.
I like key lime pie, but I don't crave like it's not something I'm gonna go out of my way to eat. But if somebody has a key lime pie, if I'm at a barbecue or at somebody's house and that's their dessert, I will eat a piece.
Ooh, strawberry rhubarb is good too, but apple pie, apple crumble. My favorite. I haven't tried the cheese thing. People are like, you put cheddar cheese on top. I'm like, I'll try it.
On top of what?
The pie.
Really?
Like apple pie. I don't know. Maybe it's a
Huh.
Southern thing. I'm not
That
sure where
must
it
be.
comes from. But I'm very confused why you would put cheese on pie, but I'm sure I'll like it.
Yeah.
I like cheese. I like pie. Put them together. I'm sure it's great. I'm sorry if anyone is hungry. And yes, I know pie is
hungry
keto.
now.
I know pie is not keto. I'm trying to lose my belly, and it's working so far. I really want to have a flat tummy again. This is pre-trip.
I'm just going on a Ozempic, Evan.
It's too expensive. I'm too cheap for that.
There's an off-brand. It's fine. I'll go on that one.
It's like the Asian version, Ozempic.
Yeah. It starts with a T. A T. But I can't pronounce it. It's some weird name. But yeah.
Cheesecake. Oh my God. Okay,
Everybody
cake
loves
or
cheesecake.
pie? Cheesecake, cake or pie?
I'd rather have pie. I love cheesecake, but I like pie better.
I think I'm going to go with the cheesecake. I like a cheesecake more.
That's fair.
Because you can do a version of cheesecake keto where the it's a nut base or an actual because you can eat cream cheese too, but you just use a lot more Splendas or whatever. No, I want
the cake is a lie.
Oh my God, John. Timu Ozempic.
No, it's the generic brand or something like that. Get him, Jojo.
No. Anyways, speaking of cakes, this is a transition. I've seen this video around because the girl's boobies.
I want to talk about why men.
But I also want to talk about the content of the actual video. But
first of all,
chat,
electronic IQ, eating cheese and then a piece of chocolate straight after is everybody knows this. Scott, are you behind the times?
I don't know this. What?
Yes, cheese. That's why it's on charcuterie boards. Chocolate's on charcuterie boards. Do cheese and then take a bite of chocolate. So good, especially if you have dark chocolate. It's even better. But milk chocolate.
Really?
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
It's so good.
All right, chat. Enjoy this for what it is, but also listen to what she says.
Listen to what she's saying.
Really
we might have to play it twice.
But maybe they might have missed it the first time.
So I want to talk about why men of this generation are scared of women. And I think it has to do with a bunch of reasons, and I'm going to go into it. But number one, dating apps has made it so that men do not have to risk anything to go on a date with women. Back in the day, you used to have to at least go to a bar and risk rejection in front of your friends or embarrassment or any sort of thing like that. Now it's just guaranteed. Men can go on an app and just swipe. And if you match with them, they know that you at least have interest in them. So there's literally no risk. Second, I think that people having phones and girls always recording things definitely scares men because they always think that like a girl is going to record them and call them a creep. Men are so terrified of being called creeps. I think it's like one of the things that they fear the most. They never want to be that creepy guy. And now in this generation, everything's recorded and put on TikTok. So they're scared about that. And the third reason I think men are scared of women is because they just don't have motivation due to pornography and things like that to even go on dates, and they're so scared of being like called a creep or getting like accused of something that it's easier for them to just stay inside. I'm not saying this is an excuse, and men, you need to get out there and get over this, but I'm just explaining why I feel like men truly are scared of women in this generation. So I want to talk.
I'm like laughing at the chat's reaction. Sorry.
I'm not gonna lie, I was only half listening to it too.
Now,
okay, real? What is it like to be
what bra she's wearing? Because mine don't jiggle like that. What? I'm wearing a sports bra right now, so they're held down, baby. They're held down. Okay, chat. This is for you.
No, but in all seriousness, what was she saying?
Oh my God, we're gonna have to watch that again. So let's pause it after the first. One.
What I did hear, she sounded right to me. I don't know, but I
What,
guess
what did
just
you hear?
jiggle-
Do you remember?
She was talking about men being afraid of dating women.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So the first one was there is no risk. There's no risk at approaching a woman, which is actually very true. I think that the courage it takes to walk up to someone and risk rejection and putting yourself out there, that's something everyone should learn. And I'm not just saying men, but women should learn this too. Like putting themselves out there like she did. She literally is putting herself out there. We literally see everything.
What is it like to be guts? Ma'am, are those real? How did you get those? How do I get them? I want some.
I guarantee you, Tugs, if they're real, which they look real, they're
They look real to
saggy
me.
AF. Like,
But-
or they will be saggy. She has them, they're probably down her tummy a bit, and the bra is holding it up. And she's wearing a
Right.
very thin bra, which I'm surprised her nipples aren't showing, to be honest. Which I'm sure the chat would love that. So good on you. I wear like super padded bras, so you don't see anything.
Do something.
Do something.
Do something.
That was me in grade 9 being like, grow, please grow.
I want to take all the fat out of my body and put them in my boobs now after seeing this video. Is that a thing? Can I do that? Isn't that a thing I can do?
But I do
All right,
think
anyway.
the whole risk taking, people need to learn to be able to put themselves out there to, I don't know, talk to people, to be able to be social, to talk like small talk. And I don't think we see that really. What? Why are you laughing?
I don't listen. We're supposed to be having a productive conversation. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Now we're talking about mammograms in the chat. Pay attention. Her boobs are saggy. I can tell, okay? But there's a lot of boobs. It's literally bigger than her head. I've actually, the biggest boob I've ever held probably was like this big.
Oh no. Well,
That was a lot of
comparatively.
boob. A lot of boob. Like I had to have her help me lift it up because it was so heavy. No. I said
It's okay.
what she
I
said.
haven't grown any. It's
What
fine.
she said is what I said in grade 9. You know what? One of the things that really stuck with me through my high school years was some a-hole, literally like banged on the wall and goes, "See that? It's flat like you."
Oh,
And I died because I was like, "It's true."
it's still true. It's fine. Although, but you know what though? I can get away without wearing a bra, so kudos to me, I guess.
Oh
Oh
God!
my God,
Sorry, that
you
was a
guys
good
are
laugh.
cracking me up in the chat.
Now let's watch our
Ma'am's-
boobs jiggle. Ma'am's got good ma'ams, that's for sure. Well, we have to say it with an accent. Ma'am's got good ma'ams, that's for sure. They're
Boobs are
perfect.
perfect. Yes, hers are perfect. I agree. They're gorgeous.
No, they're too big
Well,
for
everything
me.
about her is gorgeous. I'm surprised she doesn't have back problems, but I mean, maybe
She
does.
probably does. She's still young. Wait until she gets older. A little older.
Yeah, that poor girl. Or if she gets pregnant, oh, good God.
Oh God. Oh, that lucky baby. Oh God.
I'm gonna take all the fat in my body and put it in my boobies.
Can we be like a tube
I
of
could look like that.
toothpaste? Like, I would just love to go
Yeah,
up to the boob.
squeeze the fat in my belly up here. That'd be great. That would be awesome.
I do think she definitely knows what she's doing in this video. Her right arm, her right arm is like so pushing up her boobs. And like when she shakes, her whole body shakes. It's not just her arm, like when she's talking with her hand.
Yeah.
So good on
Yeah.
you, girl. This is how you make a viral video.
Oh my God. She could feed a whole village. Mongoose is like, well, I was gonna go to bed, but now I don't know.
Do you remember Octomom? She could be Octomom and like feed all her kids and be fine.
She's beautiful.
All right, let's continue watching the jiggle physics.
Generation are scared of women. And I think that has to do with a bunch of reasons, and I'm going to go into it. But number one, dating apps has made it so that men do not have to risk anything to go on a date with women. Back in the day, you used to have to at least go to a bar and risk rejection in front of your friends or embarrassment or any sort of thing like that. Now it's just guaranteed. Men can go on an app and just swipe, and if you match with them, they know that you at least have interest in them, so there's literally no risk.
Oh, she's wearing a bralette, I can tell.
Yeah, I see it.
I see it too. So that's how you get the jiggle physics happening. It's not like a proper bra.
My money don't jiggle.
Mine don't jiggle when I do that. Not when I'm wearing this bra.
When I'm skinnier, mine will bounce more because I talk with my hands a lot. But
yes, she's definitely doing that. Like she's using her hand to like prop her boob up and shake herself or something. I don't know. It's a little awkward. It's a little awkward. But yes, let's continue. We're literally dissecting this just because it's her boobs. Am I the a-hole? No, I'm helping you, chat. You're welcome. All right, let's keep going.
Second, I think that people having phones and girls always recording things definitely scares men because they always think that like a girl is going to record them and call them a creep. Men are so terrified of being called creeps. I think it's like one of the things that they fear the most. And everyone.
I don't think it's being called a creep. I think it's Me Too. They don't want to get Me Too'd.
Yeah, I wonder if that's what she meant. I mean, it kind of falls in line, right? Because those Me Too girlies are telling these guys in a very bad way that they're creepies. But
yeah, synonymous probably. And yeah, I people do record a lot. Anything bad happens, how many times do people just pull out a phone and just go? They don't want to help. They don't want to intervene. Yeah. They just want to record.
Yeah. Or the girl gets taken to Cheesecake Factory.
That was so funny. I like Cheesecake Factory. Okay.
Want to be that creepy guy, and now in this generation everything's recorded and put on TikTok, so they're scared about that. And the third reason I think men are scared
did you see that last cut?
The third reason I think men are scared of women is because they're scared about that. And the third reason I think men are scared of women
is see that she like banged her back into it to get extra jiggle.
And the third reason I think men are scared of
this is for you, chat.
Is because so they're scared about that. And the third reason I think men are scared of women is because they just don't have motivation due to that to even go on dates. And they're so scared of being like called a creep or getting like accused of something that it's easier.
I wonder why she's pushing herself up.
I'm not saying this is an excuse, and men
is she too
need to get out there and get over this.
I think she's doing it for the jiggle physics.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Because she's definitely pushing herself up off the seat. I wonder if my first thought was that she's too short, and so she has to like lift herself up. Well, maybe I'm overthinking it.
I think it's a mixture, maybe. Okay, yeah, I'll play that part anytime anyone leaves a super chat. How about that? Okay.
Look at Max.
Hi, Max.
I asked where you were 10 minutes ago. Asked you where you were 10 minutes ago.
How do you like these jiggle physics, Max?
I don't know what this emoji means. Are you upset? I'm so scared.
I think he's sad he wasn't here for the video when we played it twice, and the part where she shakes a lot. So she basically
poor Max.
She reiterated her last point.
But I'm just explaining why I feel like men truly are scared of women in this generation. So I want to talk.
So her last point meant nothing. It was just the first two.
Yeah. But did she say She says why 20%? Is it 20% of men? I can't read it.
Why 90% of men are scared of women?
Oh, 90% of men. None of what she said shows me that they're scared of women, though. If anything, what she's talking about with the apps would make them less scared because then it's less risk.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, it's not they're scared to physically approach a person is maybe what her point was, but we got it lost in jiggle physics because all we could do was stare at her boobs. So
I can't look at the chat anymore. I can't look at you guys anymore.
Oh my god. She's only one day away from starting an OnlyFans. Oh.
Max, just enjoy the view. All right, enjoy the view.
Yeah. Okay. What? Okay. Because thank you. This is Psychotic Mongoose. This is your doing. We're gonna play the whole video with the audio off for you. Like, there you go. You're welcome, chat. Thank you, Psychotic Mongoose, for the 5 gifted memberships. So if you got one, make sure you thank Psychotic Mongoose.
Yes.
And thank him for the jiggle physics. I could see why men say, like, when women are silent, it's just much better. I'm surprised by these two. Huh?
I know. It's like, she's talking, but I got nothing for you. Just slow the video down.
Can we?
Yeah.
0.75. There we go. That's the best I can do. There's no other options. So, let's see. John Thomas, member for 10 months. What do y'all think about the Caitlin Clark and WNBA? I don't know. Let's search this up.
I don't watch the WNBA, so I don't know what that is at all.
That's women's.
Thank you for your service.
Women's National Basketball Arena? I don't know.
Is it news? Know that it's, I have no idea. I don't know that WNBA is basketball, but I don't know who Caitlin Clark is. I don't know that the other one is bigger, Steven. I think it's just the way, because she's got her arm this way, so it's pushing.
It's pushing it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm very sorry to replace Booby Girl with this because we were asked, so we have to oblige. So WNBA has landed the biggest media deal in league history. The WNBA had never had more attention on it than it does right now, thanks to the incredible hype surrounding the Indiana Fever rookie Caitlin Clark. The former Iowa superstar is pushing the league to unprecedented levels as TV ratings and attendance for her games boom. Well, the WNBA is keeping its momentum soaring with a new media deal that will bring a level of money never before seen in the league. She's definitely not as cute as the other girl. But so it's a 11-year contract worth $2.2 billion. So why is she special?
Why is she special? Is she just really good? I'm so confused. Is she trans?
I don't know. Caitlin Clark was drafted first overall by Indiana Fever. Interest in the league immediately skyrocketed, and the ratings reflect the fact she's carrying the league. She's responsible for the 2 most watched WNBA games in decades, and data from late June showed games featuring Clark's average nearly twice as many viewers as those without the electric guard. So she's apparently bringing in viewers? Oh, she's amazing.
Well, that's good. Yeah, she's a good player. She's a good player, but others hate her. Or she's a good player that people like to watch. Corey says everybody else hates her. Oh.
Who's everybody, though?
Well, the other players hate her, according to Corey.
Oh,
because she's better than them.
That's that. With jealousy comes the haters. So,
That's fair.
And what do I think about?
Fair question, John Thomas. Okay.
Yeah. You had to make
sure. Good for her. The WNBA needs attention. I'm not going to watch it, but somebody
it needs attention. But if it's getting attention, advertisers will come. That's the main thing. So if you get more eyes, people will pay more money, and in the end, more people will make more money from this because more eyes are on it. Okay, this would make sense if it was because she was white. I mean, she is tall AF.
We really don't have very many of that. That's very true.
Yeah, like look at how long her arms are. That is insane. Let's see how tall she is. Caitlin.
She's got to be like 6 feet at least.
She's probably 6'3". Oh no, she's 6 foot.
Oh,
she's only on the cusp.
She's a shorty.
Shawty, she thinks she's fine enough to blow your mind. She is oh my god. This is kind of a cool birthday. If only this was February. January 22nd, 2002.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, 2002. And I mean, hey, you go get it, girl. You go get it. You get that money.
WNBA needs all the help it can get. So
I mean, they've been crying this entire last.
Maybe you guys will get your pay raises you've been demanding for the last.
And when they were saying like, oh my God, we need more money. Well, the league needs to make more money and then you get paid. You understand that, right? If there's no money to be made, y'all ain't getting the money.
Yeah. They like make nothing. So hey, kudos. Maybe she will be the one to keep them afloat. I hope so. I mean, I don't watch basketball at all, so it's
I have no interest in basketball. It's not one of my sports. I did watch when the Toronto Raptors won the, I don't know what the championships is called in the NBA. When it won that NBA year. The basketball.
March Madness. I have no idea.
Yeah. But I can't imagine. Actually, the one sport I prefer to watch women over men is, it's just NBA finals. Thank you.
Oh, the NBA
champion. the ball thingy, and it has to go in the net or whatever.
They don't have a trophy? Like they don't have a trophy, really? Or I guess they do, but they just call it the championship. Interesting. I don't do basketball. Basketball is not my thing.
Me neither. So the only sport that I prefer to watch women, besides like skating, like, you know, the very beautiful-esque sports, is MMA. Like, I actually like when women fight because they get more feisty and the fights are just so much better, in my opinion, than some of the men. Most of the men. I mean, there's some male fights that are good too, but
yeah,
those girls be scrappy AF.
Girls are scrappy.
I don't watch beach volleyball, no. So
that's what you can watch on mute.
I mean, it's like that video of the girl. We can watch that on mute.
I love gymnastics. I think those girls fascinate me. MMA too. Well, I haven't really watched girls a lot of it since Gina left all those bazillion years ago, but
oh my God. I was watching around the time that Ronda Rousey was there, and
we do like Ronda Rousey.
When she just kept on KOing at the time, and you're like, I waited all this time for 10 seconds? God dang it. It was a little bit of a letdown, but still like,
you're too good. Damn it. Stop it.
Until she wasn't. Awkward.
Yeah, so. That's okay. She's living her best life on a farm somewhere right now, so with her hubby.
Good for her. So Cajun Corey member for 18 months says, just keep this video up as a background for views.
Just put it as our background. YouTube is gonna just cut our whole chat. I have no idea.
Can we do that? Well, we'd be covering her boobies up. No. Anyways, Cajun Corey for another $5 with another joke. What do you
call? I think it's supposed to say call.
What do you call an Irishman who's so hyperactive that he's literally bouncing off the walls? Ricochet. Okay, that was a good one. I freaking love that Ricochet. Psychotic Mongoose with 5 British pounds says, good night, extra tugs and chat.
Good
Have
night,
fun
Mongoose.
with the boobs everywhere. And I think you guys deserve another viewing of that with the volume off. There you go. I'm going to do it regular speed though. So cheers. No worries, Cajun. We, Tugs understood you. Clearly I did not. I did not at all.
It's the accent.
It's the accent. It's the Cajun accent.
Yeah, it's the Cajun accent.
All right. Okay, so while that's playing, because it's going to take a while, I do have an article here. And I think this is a very millennial possibly into the Gen Z thing to do. So it's titled, He Changed His Mind After Having Children Because He Wants to Travel More, but his girlfriend thinks he just strung her along throughout the relationship. And I've actually seen it flip the other way too. But
I think that's the very definition of stringing along, yeah.
well, it is. So when this 27-year-old man and his girlfriend, 24, first started dating about 2 years ago, one of the things they discussed was the topic of kids. At the time, they both said they wanted to have children one day and planned to start a family once his girlfriend was in her early 30s. So she's got 6 years from this point, I suppose. And then I'll share this. However, he has since had the opportunity to go on a few trips abroad, and he really loves traveling. He now has a long list of destinations he hopes to visit and activities he'd like to experience during his life. Along with this, we both have careers we worked hard for, and I don't want one of us to have to damage that or pause that, he said. So he realizes that with work obligations and financial constraints, it's going to take him and his girlfriend a long time to take everything off their travel list and experience everything they hope. Having kids is also going to seriously hinder their ability to achieve all their travel goals since their free time will be severely cut down. And when children start to get older, our vacations will be more family focused. And when the children are younger, we'll be going away less, he added. That's why, due to both their careers and travel aspirations, he realized the idea of having kids isn't very appealing to him anymore. He recently asked his girlfriend to talk about his changing view too, and told her that he no longer wanted to have kids, detailing all of his reasoning. Then, when she asked if he was sure, he said that while he isn't completely certain, he just doesn't think kids are in the cards for him anymore. There is another section of this. If this loads, this pushed his girlfriend to ask what that meant for his relationship now. And I said, obviously, I'd love to do everything together, but I know she wants children, so it might mean it is the end for us, he revealed. Well, his girlfriend didn't react well and just accused him of stringing her along and lying to her from the beginning of the relationship about wanting kids. She even claimed that he was trying to pressure her to stay in their relationship and give up her dream of having children, which he swore wasn't true. She just kept repeating that I have been stringing her along and expecting her to give up wanting kids, he vented. So now he's feeling lost in his relationship and isn't sure if changing his mind about really wanting kids really makes him a jerk. Is he the a-hole?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
What is that? People change, and that's fine, but you've been together 6 years, you haven't married her. So obviously you felt something somewhere along the way and you're only waiting now and you're using traveling as an excuse. No.
I do think that he wasn't intentionally stringing her along from the beginning of the relationship, though. And I think that her saying that she's stringing along from then, not fair. It's stringing her along after he had decided to not have kids. Because people change. People can change. And wanting to travel is amazing and everything. But if the premise of their relationship at the time when they started dating was to have kids at whatever age, then you're obligated to hopefully fulfill that. And if not, be truthful. And it sounds like he's truthful from the article.
Yeah. I don't know. I just find the whole thing is kind of weird. Well, let's have kids and I love you. We're going to be together, but we're going to wait till we're 30. And we're in our mid-20s now. We're going to wait until we're 30. And I'm also never going to marry you. And then one day out of the blue, I just want to travel. I would think this is weird for a woman too, if it was vice versa. Like something's off.
And I do think that if you really wanted to travel, but you wanted kids, it's like, okay, you have to at some point make sacrifices in order to have the kids. You're not going to get to do everything you want ever in life. Remember when people think, oh my God, I need to be in a financially stable place before I have kids. Good luck with that.
Oh, yeah. It's never going to happen.
Good.
Also, there's this really weird thing. I know a lot of parents, especially millennials and Gen Zers, they just can't stand this thought. It's called taking them with you.
It depends on where you go. Some places are probably more tough, but also when you have kids, that is your obligation, not
you don't want them to see the world either. You want them to sit around like what? No, take them with you.
Hey, my parents couldn't afford to take us on vacations like that, unfortunately. We
Well,
went
yeah.
to Florida like a few times and the beach in Toronto.
There you go. That's still a traveling trip.
Yeah, we didn't see the world, but we saw just the city, which is fine.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot. And then when I got to be able to travel, now I get to go to all these crazy destinations, not paid by other people, mind you, because I know when we read that article about girls who travel a lot, red flag.
Oh yeah, I still don't really. I mean, I guess if, we talked about it, but if they're an Instagram girly, yeah, that's
Yeah, I
different,
totally understand where it's coming from, but yeah, not those types of girls.
not those types of trips. I paid for every
I
single one
pay
of mine.
for almost all my own trips. There's been very few that's like family trips that I, might let my family pay. So, I don't let no man pay for me that's not in a relationship with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or other people, I guess. But in any case, I think this shows how nearsighted some people can be. And especially if we compare like millennials, especially the younger end of millennials, maybe even us as well, where we want that dopamine hit like right away and you don't think long term.
Mhm.
Well, what does that mean if I'm an older dad or an older mom? Will I be happier like that or not? I don't know. And I feel
Yeah.
bad for the girl.
Yeah, it sucks. That sucks. I mean, kudos for him being truthful, I guess, but also, where was this energy 6 years ago when you decided that you wanted me, or you wanted us rather, to wait the 6 years to have kids and also never marry me, and now also all of a sudden you want to travel? Why didn't you travel then? What I don't understand. Oh, I can guarantee you they're living together. I guarantee you they're.
What's palimony? Is that different from alimony?
I don't know, but I know in some states, if you live together with somebody for a certain amount of time, like California, I believe. I know of California for sure.
Common law?
That's basically like common law. So she can get, they treat it like a divorce. So she can get money for it. Monies. The monies.
Well, if he's making more than her, but if she's making more than him, sorry, girl. We see it with your favorite bachelorette, Rachel Lindsay, and her ex-husband. He's getting that check from her.
Yup. That's what happens. That's called karma. You're winning Chris Harrison's life for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Gosh, I love these Am I the A-hole? Now we're going to Reddit, my favorite place.
I think it was 6 years in their relationship, right?
I already closed the article. Let me open it up. No, they've been 2 years together. Oh, I said it's going to be 6 years until she becomes 30 when she wants to have the kids.
Oh, well then, I mean, he's still kind of a jerk, but that changes everything.
She has time. Like, if she really wants to, they have time. 6 years is a long time. You could do so much traveling in that time.
I take some of my rage back. Not a lot of my rage, but some of my rage. That's a little different. He's still a jerk.
Wait, what does palimony mean? I just looked up palimony. I hate the modern world. What?
Oh, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm going to Google it. And now I'm curious.
You're pal curious.
Oh no, I'm scared. Is it as bad as blue waffle? Okay. An allowance for support made under court order and given usually by one person to his or her former lover or live-in companion after they have separated. So it is
Well,
like
they've only been together 2 years, so that's a 50-50 shot for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I thought it was 6 years into the relationship. That 2 years changes the game a little bit, but he's still kind of a butthead. But that's okay. At least it was 2 years in the relationship, not 6 years, like the tangent I just went on. So there's,
I don't.
silver
I
linings.
think that if you're not legally married, the whole idea of common law is BS to me because you didn't make that commitment where you intertwined your financials and all that. So they don't deserve anything at that point. And now, once you get married, then maybe it gets a little bit muddled.
Yeah, I don't know. I know some states do it. California, I think it's 10 years. You have to be living together for 10 years. And something with the bills. So basically, yeah. So you're sharing bills and all that. Anyway, but it's 10 years. So it's not anything that's super quick, like 2 years and all that. No, it's at least 10 years. And I don't know if it works with gay couples. I don't know. I would imagine because it's California, but
Maybe
I
it
don't know if
depends
it's
on
common law for gay couples or if it's just straight couples. I don't know how that works, but
yeah. We
yeah,
need
but they
to get
treat it
rid
like a
of
divorce.
palimony. Palimony's stupid. Literally.
Alimony. You're my pal. Hot diggity dog.
Yeah. I'm gonna go tell Mark that after. You know, when we
Oh,
first
that's right.
applied-
I had it backwards. That's how it started. Yes, because they couldn't get married. That's right. That's how it
Ah.
started. But now it's for everybody. I had it backwards. Yeah, but now it's for everybody.
I don't
So
know.
even like my roommate and I, if we lived in California, the roommate I was living with in Vegas, we had been living together for 10 years. Technically, we were married by California rules. What?
Okay. Electronic HQ asks, where does palimony exist? Okay. California was the first thing that came up.
Of course.
Recognized there. Courts will examine factors such as length of relationship, financial contributions of each partner, and any explicit or implicit agreements regarding support or property sharing. Okay. States with common law marriages have palimony. So this may include same-sex relationships in states that recognize common law marriages and gay or lesbian couples.
Interesting.
There we go.
Suspicious.
So I don't know if this exists. Does palimony exist in Canada? Probably, to be honest. We're basically like California. It doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't look like it. Well, it's a good thing. It is a good thing. Small pasta. I love pasta.
People
Okay.
are weird. Anyway. Yes, you're still a jerk. You're less of a jerk though, because it's only been 2 years, and I feel better, but not completely better.
Oh my god. I read this title and I about died. Okay. So, am I the a-hole for how I reacted when my parents surprised my 16-year-old little sister with a new car for her birthday after she finished her cancer treatment, but bought me a $25 gift card and a book for mine, which was just 2 weeks later? So she was diagnosed with cancer last year. It's been hard on the family and even harder on her. I love my sister and I tried to be there for her as best as I could. I also did everything I could to make things easier for my parents. I took over all chores, cooked every day, cleaned the house, did laundry, took care of my younger siblings, and babysat them more. Luckily, she's doing well and has recently finished her treatment, which was great. And we all are grateful. Our birthdays are 2 weeks apart and hers was 2 weeks ago. My parents bought her a new car to celebrate after everything she went through, which I understand. She does deserve it, but I was a bit surprised because I thought they didn't have any money. Dad had been unwilling to help me get a used car since last year, telling me they don't have money. I don't even want him to pay for all of it. I've been just saving up, just wanted help with the rest, but he kept telling me that they have no money. My birthday came around and got $25 gift card to a place I liked. I thanked them, but they saw that I wasn't too thrilled and asked me what's wrong. I told them that while I appreciate the gifts, I thought they were finally going to help me with the remaining $800 for buying the used car. I know that's nothing. Seeing that they could now afford a new car for my sister, but that's when they accused me of being jealous of my sister who had gone through something very traumatic and that I was trying to make everything about me. Why couldn't just be happy for her? They said at the end of the day, I have a job and could just continue saving, and I, the a-hole. Holy. I don't think he's an a-hole, but I mean, it's like you throw the cancer card in and it's just like, how do you fight that and say that, are you the a-hole or not?
I
don't even know.
It's such a bummer. It's such a bummer too, because it's like, I feel like the parents got caught up in the celebration of it, and I don't know if they even have any money. I think that was true, especially hello, those treatments are not cheap. They aren't free. You're not paying for those treatments. You know, you're
Assuming
not
they're in
getting
the
them for free.
States. Yeah,
Yeah,
assuming
that
they're
would
in
be
the
my
States.
guess. You have to pay for them. Like there may be like a donation or whatever. You know what I mean? So they definitely were. If they weren't broke before, they're definitely broke now. I don't know that I think that he's an a-hole or she's an a-hole. They're an a-hole. That's rough. That's all hard.
It is.
Everybody sucks here. Yeah, everybody sucks here.
I mean, except for the little sister. It's not her fault. It's not her fault. Hi, Lance.
Oh, man.
I wish Disbrew was here to say your name. I giggled every time Disbrew said it. But it's like, how do you compare a car, and especially because the birthdays are 2 weeks apart, a car to a gift card and a book?
Yeah, that's rough.
Like, you could have at least said
$800 really is not in the grand scheme of things.
Well, especially if you bought a car, like even if it's a beater car, like say it's $1,000 for the car. I wish the person said what kind of car they got. Because in the end, I do agree with chat. The parents are the a-holes. And I mean, their kid is going through cancer, and I don't want to discount that. And that's where the wrench is in this. Because if the cancer card wasn't there, parents definitely are the a-hole, and you are not an a-hole.
Yeah. I think the parents are an a-hole too, just in general, just because you can tell they have a favorite.
Well, yeah. They spent their whole last year concentrating on their daughter with cancer. And so one of the things that I kind of mentioned earlier, I look a lot to the family surrounding a patient, because the patient becomes their world, and seeing how, I'm sure their daughter was their world, but then that neglect of their other kids, it's nice to have that one kid pick up that mantle and take care of the rest of the family members. So I do think that this kid feels all sorts of things.
Yeah, I agree with John
Underappreciated.
too. I agree. The OP understandably feels overlooked and unimportant after stepping up. That's the other thing too, is like,
yeah,
this person stepped up. Again, we don't know if it's a guy or a girl, but stepped up pretty big, which is a lot on a kid. You know what I mean? A person, no matter what, you know, even if there was no sickness and maybe that was drugs instead or something, I don't, whatever. It's hard to step up like that, especially for a young person. And so thanks.
Yeah, like, thanks, here's a book and here's a gift card. Like, I guess it's kind of nice that they at least got a book. Maybe the book, hopefully they liked it, but I don't know.
Poor thing. I don't think that they're an a-hole. I think the parents are kind of jerky. Definitely jerky here, for sure. But I don't think they're an a-hole. I think they're feeling unimportant. You know what I mean? And we've all been there. If you have siblings, you felt like at one point or another that your parents
that they end up favoring. And I think that the best thing you can always do is just make sure you treat the kids as equal as you can, if they're at an age that you can do that. Like, obviously, a infant, you're going to be spending more time with them, because they end up choking, or they end up hurting themselves more than anything by existing.
Yep.
But the older they get, then they can help out. And I feel bad for this kid. Really. I really do. I hope that the parents ended up somehow making it up in the end.
I hope so.
But poor person. Let's see what people said.
Oh God, let's see what the comments are saying.
How old are you, and what did you get for your 16th birthday? Oh, the person was 19. Oh wait, is it alternative? Log. Okay.
Yeah.
So he got, I'm 19. I got new headphones when he was 16.
Oh,
not the a-hole. It's not jealousy to feel undervalued. I understand your sister's been through hell, but siblings of sick kids always seem to get lost in the panic, which we addressed. It's entirely up to you, but if it were possible, I'd really talk to your parents about how this made you feel. You stepped up, took care of the household while never giving up on your sister. Excuse me. I think they're probably scared and they get the diagnosis change everyone's lives. But if they continue to paint this picture of you in their heads and you're resentful and jealous, that can so negatively impact your relationship with them in the future, which I agree. He should address this because it's like now that they're in the clear, he actually can express how he feels about everything. It's like, okay, I get everything was scary, but also, hi. Yeah. I was a bit of a parent while you guys were being a parent to the one child. So, unfortunately.
Yeah.
What does OP mean?
Original poster.
Ah, thank you.
Or overpowered if you're talking about a video game. It really just depends on the context.
We got a lot of not the a-hole. Not the a-hole. Not the a-hole.
Yeah, there's a lot of not the a-holes here. I'm like, this is supportive. What a community.
Yeah, I like it. Stop here. Not the a-hole. Stop helping out. Move out ASAP.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think he definitely should address it and then move out, because if the parents undervalue you, maybe it's the whole idea. I think American people are very different from Asians. So please let me know if this is going too far. A lot of kids end up moving out at 18, right?
In America?
Yeah.
No.
No?
Not anymore. I think that was the way it was back in the day. And you're 18, you're out. And most kids wanted to leave. They're like, we're ready to start our lives. But now, and now parents here in America, depending on the job you have, your kid is so, especially if you work for like a government job, like a county, even if not necessarily federal government, but even state government job, like the police department or something, like back home, the metro officers, the police officers back home, if you have kids, they're under your insurance until they're 26 years old now. As long as they're dependent on you, so they don't move out.
Oh, see, that happens in Canada as well. So as long as they're a full-time student and they have health insurance, they're gonna be under your umbrella until then.
Yeah.
So
very rarely you'll see a lot of people that still live with their parents
not in
their
this
20s,
economy.
30s.
Because like I love my brother. He basically stayed with my parents. Like he moved out for a couple of years here and there, but he's the one that ended up staying in our childhood home and then took the home over. And I'm so jealous because I love our house and I love the location of it so much. I'm a little jealous, but I like where I live. I do. But he's the one that never moved out, it feels like. So here's another one. Am I the a-hole for telling my husband to piss off if he didn't like the way I talk? Oh no. So my husband, 45 male, and herself, 47 female, doesn't like it when we go out to eat if I pronounce the name of items on the menu correctly in the language they are written. For example, if we're eating Chinese food, I will give my order pronouncing my choice in the dialect as written, typically Mandarin. The same goes for eating Mexican, Italian, or German food. He thinks that I should talk redneck like him, even though I have some training in multiple languages. The last straw happened at a Mexican restaurant we frequent, and I ordered my food as I normally would and then spoke in Spanish to my adopted brother, who walked up at the time, and my husband blew his top, so I told him to piss off and walked out. Now he is saying I'm trying to be high culture and belittle him, and am I the a-hole for leaving him alone and stuck with a bill? So am I the a-hole here or what? Wow! No. Both are a-holes?
No, he's very obviously feeling insecure, okay, because he never learned another language, and for whatever reason, it doesn't matter. I don't know another language either, okay? And he's feeling inadequate or jealous, or for I don't know why, but he is. And I kind of get it, because when people around you know more languages and they're, richer or more posture, you're like, ugh, I'm a loser. But there's a giant chip on his shoulder.
I think the whole piss off part was the part that I think maybe she was a bit of an a-hole there.
I mean, they're having a fight. We all get yelled.
Say things we don't want to.
Yeah, but also he can piss off.
Yeah. I will say this. So depending on the context. Like I always find it weird when people come up to me and start speaking like a Chinese dialect, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I speak English.
Yeah. I do think it's kind of weird. If you're in America at a restaurant ordering in the language, that's kind of weird. I can see if they were traveling. I do find that weird on her end. So maybe she is trying to flex a little bit, which, okay, sis, do your thing. But
Yeah, I mean, the only places that I know for sure, like the places I go to that I would order in that language are like the super like Chinese place. Like if I'm going to eat German food, I don't know if I would say the words in German, you know?
yeah, I mean, unless you were in Germany, because that's
Yeah,
what
if you're
they
in
speak
Germany,
there.
that's different.
Yeah,
Mexican food, if you know your waitress speaks Spanish or the waiter
and
speaks
only
Spanish,
speak Spanish, which the only time I've ever found that coming from
mom and
Vegas,
pop
which has a
shops.
very high, yes, has a very high Mexican population. The only time I have found where the Hispanic server, owner, whatever, doesn't speak a lick of English or only speaks one or two words, and you have to do like the hand signal thing, is the off the wall in the crappy parts of town, like food truck and mom and pop shop.
But they're so good,
They're
right?
so good. So good tacos, but you pray for your life before you go down there, kind of thing. And but that's the only time I've ever really found going to a restaurant where people didn't speak any English at all, and like you couldn't get by.
Yeah.
It's kind of
But
weird. It's a little
I
weird,
don't
but
know. I unless you know they speak that language, I never speak it. And like this is coming from a Vietnamese girl who doesn't speak Vietnamese when she goes to the nail salons because I'd rather them not know that I speak Vietnamese. So
oh
I want
yeah.
to see if they trash me. But
Yep.
there was one so I went to Kara's place. She uh she told me where to go for her nails. So I went, and the poor woman did not speak English at all. So then when I started talking to her in Vietnamese, she like was so overjoyed
Oh, did
because
she
she
give
was
you a
like,
discount?
she literally said, "Oh no," she literally said, "I don't understand what you're saying in Vietnamese," and I go, "No, I want this color, and not that one, and I want that shellac, not blah blah blah." Anyways, and
That's
she
amazing.
her eyes lit up like Christmas trees. So
That's so funny.
I don't know. I
That's
thought it was
cool.
cute. So let's see what people said because it seems like most people in the chat are saying both are a bit of the a-hole, although the husband is more of the a-hole.
Yeah.
All right. So not the a-hole for ordering food the way you do. However, if you refer to the way your husband speaks as redneck, you're belittling him. Unless the husband says it's redneck.
I thought that is that not what he said? Maybe I
Let
heard
me
it
just
wrong.
see.
I could be wrong.
So I pronounced the name of the items on the menu correctly in the language was written. Where is the redneck part?
No, it's right there. He thinks I should talk redneck like him, even though I don't know if that was him saying that or if she's
It's
just
hard to
saying.
know.
I don't know anybody that many people that would be offended by that though, especially if you are a redneck. Yeah, I'm a redneck. I talk that way. Like,
You know
I've
what?
never heard anybody get offended, but what do I know?
Redneck, like that accent comes out if I hang out with a lot of people that have that accent, which in Texas, like I started to have a twang and I'm like, oh my God, my Canadian accent's leaving me. So he refers to it as redneck, which where we grew up speaking redneck is considered a challenge unto itself. It's a badge of honor if you can understand some of the things we say. Okay.
Okay.
Esh. I don't know what that means.
Eesh.
Okay, whatever. I'm skipping that.
That was a long paragraph.
Hold up. So you put on Mandarin Italian accents when ordering food at one of the restaurants. You don't sound respectful or educated in multiple languages. You just sound insufferable and possibly racist. I don't know about racist. Depending on who's talking, maybe insufferable. I don't know. I know you think you're super smart and cultured and you want everyone to know how smart and cultured you are, but that's not how it's being perceived. And I think that's probably what the husband is feeling.
Maybe, but the way I understood it was that she spoke these languages, so she knows how to pronounce them correctly.
But My thing is just make sure they speak that language before you start speaking it to them, because it is very weird and awkward. I'm like, you don't know what background I am, clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. You're the a-hole for being a Peggy Hill. I never watched
Who's
that show.
Peggy
So I don't know.
Hill? Like King of the Hill?
King of the Hill. FYI, every single time you have ordered food pretending you were an expert in dialects, the staff have made fun of you in the kitchen. Oh my God. Wow. No, Gary's going to order food in his super American accent, just knowing him. Why am I being canceled? What did I do? What does Esh mean? You both sound completely insufferable. Maybe you're both the a-hole.
I have
Hope
no
I
idea
never
what
have.
Ash is.
Maybe someone can tell us what that means. A lot of people are saying she's the a-hole. Or here, not the a-hole. But the idea of someone attempting to speak Mandarin for Chinese takeout makes me cringe so hard that my eyes nearly rolled by the back of my head. See, this would be me. Asian guy taking order. Ma'am, I speak English. Please speak English. I don't speak Chinese or Korean.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Every time someone goes, ni hao, I'm like, I speak English. Wait, that's, is that Cantonese? I don't remember. So there we go.
I don't know. Maybe, I read or heard that story much differently, because I didn't picture her pronouncing things or saying things in a weird accent, like I don't know, or whatever.
It really depends.
I thought
just...
she was saying it in the language because she knows how to pronounce. Not like, okay, I'll take the shishambu, but it's actually pronounced ho 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 or whatever, right? But here in America we call it shishambu, and you know what I mean? So she's pronouncing it correctly.
A French menu, because that's probably the easiest way to do this.
Yeah.
So we got duck à l'orange. How would you say that in English?
I think you said it in
duck à l'orange.
À l'orange, maybe. I could hear people saying like, I want the duck l'orange.
But
if you know how to pronounce it, which in French, I think most people know the à l'orange, right? And so even if it sounds terrible, which is terrible, I can't do a French accent to save my life. Like, if you know how to pronounce, I don't know, because you know a bunch of languages, you know how to pronounce things correctly, which when you do start to learn languages, even if it's, you know, you learn French, you can pick up on cues from Italian and Spanish and Portuguese, and they're all similar, right? So if you learn Vietnamese and Chinese and Japanese and Korean, you can see the patterns and where things are similar. You could kind of put things together and learn how to pronounce stuff. Like, I don't understand why people think that she's instead just making an accent. I'm so confused. Maybe I missed something listening to the story.
If she's just speaking in the language completely, I can maybe see
but
that.
if you're ordering duck à l'orange, right? That's probably how I would say it, even though it's butchered and wrong, but I would say it that way because it's a French thing. You know, I'm not going to be like duck l'orange and the waiter hears ducks and oranges. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Duck l'orange. Yeah. I would like the duck l'orange, please.
But if she's walking into a French restaurant like, oh, bonjour, I am from Francais, blah, 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 then yeah, that's something different.
I would like the steak au pauvre. I try to look at all these different like French dishes.
Like escargot, omelette. Yeah, exactly. Like
escargot. I would like the escargot, please.
I can have the snails, thanks.
I would like the duck confit, please. Confit.
Duck confit.
Oh,
that's a CrossFit duck.
That duck must be really fit because it says the fit in the name, you see.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But
that's right. You're not gonna walk into I don't know. Okay, you're not gonna walk into a southern barbecue place and be like, "Hey y'all, I'm here to order some barbecue," and do like this stupid accent. But if you were to walk into a French restaurant and you want a duck confit, like you know how to pronounce duck confit, so you're gonna say, "I would like the duck confit." That doesn't make her an asshole. I'm so confused.
Yeah, I would
These
like.
people are weird.
I would like a souffle, please, instead of a souffle.
That would make you an a-hole. Everybody knows how to say souffle, okay?
Here, let's try to for fun. Let's for fun say this in the most English American
Oh gosh,
ever.
hold on, I can't see any of it.
Soup a lognon. I don't know. Soup a lognon.
I gotta pull it up because I can't see it on my screen. Hang on.
Oh, really? Okay. Here, let me put it in the private
No,
chat.
it's not you. It's my screen. I gotta pull it up on the other one. Skip ad. God, the longest thing ever. Okay, here we go. Oh, good Lord. I don't even know how to pronounce that.
Okay, give me your best American accent.
I have soup soup a loignon.
Soup à l'oignon.
A loignon.
Okay. I'll let you.
Onion soup.
Yeah. What about the second one? How would you pronounce it with the most American? I'm gonna let you go first.
With the most American, coq au vin.
Coq au vin.
I would try and pronounce it.
Coq au vin. Coq au vin.
Oh, was that how it is? See, I would have said coq au vin. Coq au vin, which is probably something completely different.
I don't know what this is, but
cassoulet.
Like a casserole?
Yeah, that would be my guess.
Cassoulet, maybe? For
beef. Oh, that's beef. Beef bourguignon. Beef bourguignon.
It's actually pretty close to the French pronunciation. Boeuf bourguignon.
Boeuf. That's right. The boeuf, like the Shia LaBeouf.
All right. What about this?
Oh, chocolate
souffle.
Souffle. Can I get some chocolate souffle?
Chocolat soufflé.
Chocolat. Oh, that's right. I forget the French say chocolat. That's a great movie, by the way, with Johnny Depp. If you haven't seen it,
never watched it. Okay.
Flamiche.
Yep. I know this one.
I'm French now. Confit de canard.
Confit de canard.
Canard. See, that to me sounds like canard.
Canard. The R almost is silent.
Canard.
I would. My American would be confit de canard.
Yeah, confit. See, I got the confit de part, but then I was like canard.
All right, try this.
Oh hell, salad. See, I know this. This is salad. Nicois.
I believe it's salade niçoise.
Oh, niçoise.
With that accent, it's like a S sound.
Oh,
I believe.
Is that what that means? Niçoise. Oh, I learned something new today.
I believe.
I learned something new. I didn't know that was what that meant.
We all know this is Ratatouille, so we're not going to do it. The movie's good.
I love that movie.
I would like the tart tatin, please.
That's exactly what I was going to say. The tart tatin.
Oh God.
Chocolat.
Tatin.
Tarte tatin. Can I get the tarte tatin?
I don't know.
Well, I did better than I thought it was.
The tarte.
Can I get the tarte?
Oh, that was actually kind of fun. I had fun doing that. Oh God. Highlander for $5 says, for my fave duo, sorry Mr. P, but Tugs is cooler.
I am pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Have you tried playing Once Human?
No, not yet. I got to pop on his Pal World server too. He's got a new server and he's like, you gotta come play with me. And I'm like, I know. It's just kind of at 5 a.m.
He's stuck on Once Human though right now. So
is he right now? I know, I gotta get it.
Yep. It's free. A free game.
Yay! Now you're speaking my language.
Nightmare for $2 says, welcome to. Can you say that? I can't say that.
Shitty walk.
Thank you.
I don't have a good accent though.
Welcome to City Walk.
Oh, is that how it's supposed to be?
It's like City Walk, but is it Family Guy? What movie or what TV show was that from? Welcome to
I don't know.
Walk. Oh, here I can do this. Where's the censor button?
South Park. Yeah, I don't watch South Park. Oh
Where
no!
is
If
my
you ever do that
censor
in
button?
German, send me your
Okay. Welcome to Walk. Oh, it is South Park. Sorry, I got that wrong. Thank you.
That explains why I don't know it. I've only seen it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fine. RC for $4.99 says, you two are smiles.
You are.
Thank you, RC. And John Thomas for $5 says she's giving me the mom in Better Off Dead butchering French names of foods. Me?
Me.
I was doing it on purpose. She was doing it on purpose too.
Listen, I
We're
tried.
both doing it on purpose.
Confit. Je suis en oui.
Oui, 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 ho, ho, ho.
Oh.
Jean Thomas. That's how you'd say it in French for $5. Because I had a friend when we went to Florida. She brought a cousin along from France, and his name in English would be Thomas, but of course we call him Thomas.
Thomas, yeah.
Thomas. And he was so French. It was my first time like seeing a man in short shorts that wasn't gay.
Oh, the French.
It was perfect. And like he always made friends because I don't know why, but he always made friends with like older men for some reason. So we were teasing him.
Probably thought he was cute.
Maybe. But we were there for a salsa dance like convention, and he just was along for the ride, so it was fun. Anyways, I'm so sorry, Jean Thomas for $5. Also, the little girl Empress from The Never Ending Story produced a family-friendly fantasy movie called Man and Witch in theaters July 28th and 30th. Only for those days? Probably in the States only.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I've never heard of a
also, I wonder if she's healed her trauma from filming The Never Ending Story, because I still have not healed my trauma for watching it. So
Oh, really? I never watched it, so.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. I was
What?
thinking
Oh,
the trauma.
is it sad?
It's a good movie. It's not, the movie itself isn't sad, but there's a scene in the movie with the horse and the quicksand, and it is one of the most heart-wrenching. It's awful. Like all you have to tell people is like, I think the horse's name was like Arax or something like that. I can't even remember his name. I couldn't just see it. And if you say that, and if you're in the certain age group, people are like, no, why would you? Artax. There it is. Artax.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's awful. The trauma. I'm still traumatized, and I'm almost 40.
Really? For me, it was Pay It Forward. I didn't like the ending of that.
And Land Before Time.
It was unnecessary. Unnecessary. Bye, Boga. Thank you for being here. Here. Electronic, I'm going to address this. If he's wearing short shorts and befriends older men, he may in fact like men. Just a hunch. No. He's just
not in France.
He's just European. It's kind of like the British. Are they British or gay? They're just British.
Yeah.
You know?
Also, the thing about Europeans too is, fun fact, the men with the skimmies, the super skinny bathing suit shorts, or the what are they? Like the bikini bottoms for men. The name is escaping me at the moment. But anyway, they wear that over there as well.
Banana hammocks. I had to think about that. Banana
hammocks. They're not the thong ones. They're not the thong ones, but they're like bikini bottoms for men. I can't think of the name of it though.
Banana hammocks. Okay, Electronic. Are you gay or are you British?
What are they called? Speedos. God, thank you, Nightmare. Jeez, I'm like, why? I'm like looking at pictures, going, "Come on, brain, think of things."
Work
Speedos.
harder.
Speedos are very popular over there in the European countries.
Okay, this is another good one. Okay, we'll do one more and we'll call it a night. But am I the a-hole for telling my daughter that her sister isn't the golden child? You missed out on an opportunity because you proved over and over again that you couldn't be trusted. Throw away a non-phone. This is about my two daughters. They're a year apart. Callie and Rebecca. Rebecca is a rough teenager who would sneak out, steal, lie, and had trouble in school. Callie was the opposite. She barely ever got in trouble and was an honor student. Due to Rebecca's behavior when they were both freshmen, I allowed them to go places without a parent. Callie was fine alone, but Rebecca causes problems, usually by stealing. She would lose that privilege, and every time she gave her a chance to earn trust back, she would do something else. This happened a lot. Things like car trips and so on. It was a circle, and when she was 16, we did therapy. She hated it and made it worse. She was resentful because we forced her to go. Rebecca really started to resent Callie because she would be able to do things while she had extra rules and conditions. At 18, she left to live with her aunt. She robbed oh my God. She robbed the place and my sister pressed charges. She almost went to jail, and after that, she started to turn her life around. So the main issue, I picked her up and she made some remarks that she should have a car like Callie. She brought her car from a family member. I told her that she should stay, but for one, she made a comment about how Callie is the golden child, and that is why she's had a good childhood with opportunities while hers sucked. I told her, no, Callie's not the golden child. But the reason she had opportunities that you didn't have was because we trust Callie. As a teenager, you proved over and over again that you were not to be trusted. She got mad and it started an argument. She's pissed. We throw her past in her face. My wife thinks I shouldn't have said anything, even if it's true. Ooh.
There's nothing absolutely about this except for Callie being mad that they're throwing her past in her face. You literally switched a flip 5 days ago, lady. Calm down.
Like from like 14 years old to, let's say she's even like 19 or 20 at this point. That child is the a-hole completely.
You at 18 years old left, robbed your aunt's house, and almost went to jail. But don't throw my past at me. Okay, but you've been a changed person supposedly for 3 days. I mean, I just don't know, but it seems like a short amount of time. And also, you're 18, your parents...
I agree with this. He's the a-hole for not learning proper English so I could properly read it, which I felt. Okay, I paraphrased a lot. Yep. And honestly, if my kid came back, or my brother, any family member, friends, whoever, doesn't matter, came here and was like, I almost went to jail. Can I borrow your car? No. I maybe could give you a place to sleep for a few nights, but depends on what you were in jail for. Caught stealing from your family member, and I'm your friend? I'm not going to trust you in my own home. You steal from your family, you're going to steal from friends. Easy. But yeah, I don't think he's an a-hole.
Oh, no.
I think she needed some hard love.
Yep. And you're lucky you didn't get that hard love in jail.
Yeah. And I'm curious because, like, obviously Callie had a lot more freedom and they tried to discipline Rebecca. And Rebecca, it just didn't work. She's just one of those people you just can't, it seems, no matter what. And it depends on the personality of the child. Like, they're very lucky they at least had one good one. Oh my God. So, not the a-hole, right? Is that how you feel?
That's how I feel, yeah. Go dad.
All right, let's see. Here, interesting. So this person says, did you or your wife ever try to get to the heart of why she was stealing and sneaking out and all the rest, or was it just revoked privileges and done? The latter obvious was right and necessary, but also did you write off the behavior as she's clearly just a problem, or did you try to figure out what else was going on? So they said, yes, we did, but got a different answer each time. As I said, therapy made it worse. To this day, I really don't know what her main motivation is. I just think she's just a bad child. So there's a family I know, super Christian. They're like the nicest people ever. I've met the parents. I've met like his siblings, and everyone angels. And then they have this one family member who does all the drugs, steals, had kids with a person who is super toxic, this family takes care of his kids because he went to jail.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got out and then couldn't take care of the kids. So I think it's wild to see like this dichotomy. It just depends on the person.
Yeah.
You can take care of the most angelic children and try to discipline and give them the best opportunities possible. There's just some people who just don't want it.
Yep. Some people just lose their minds.
This is not Gary, guys, okay? Just to put it out there.
Right. Nightmare's like, I feel like you robbed your aunt.
Yeah, she gave you a home and you robbed her. Are you crazy?
Oh, man. That's funny. Hi, Phil.
Interesting. So Imran says, my sister did drugs and stuff. Turns out she was bipolar. I mean, that could be a possibility for this girl, and she just doesn't understand how to deal with herself. So this is her version of lashing out. I don't know. But she went to therapy and she didn't take full advantage. Now, mind you, she's a teenager at the time. Maybe now more so she'd be open to it. Therapy only works if you're open to doing it.
Yeah.
If you're resistant, there's no
That's
point.
facts.
You're just wasting money.
Facts. Hardcore facts.
Grabbed there. I think she probably did have responsibilities. She just ignored them.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, they seem to have, at least from what we're reading, they seem pretty level-headed as parents. But
trying their best.
you never know.
Exactly. All right. So that wraps up our day.
Yay!
Chat, this is for you guys one more time. Silence. Tugs, what do you have going on?
Yep, great question. Oh, I'm streaming. I don't know. Duke. Okay, so Duke is working the next. Duke is working the next 6 days, so I will be streaming the next 6 days. My normal time, roughly around 5 p.m. And then I'm on vacation for 8 days. Surprise! Even extra, girl. I completely forgot to tell you. I forgot to tell you. Yeah, we're gonna go down to the beach. So.
Oh, what days? What days are you off?
Oh, my calendar fell. The 24th through the 31st. Let's see, of July. Yeah. So I'll be there the 23rd Tuesday. If we can do a stream, I'll be available for that. And then the 24th through the 31st. So I should be okay for Wednesday Poor Choices on the 31st, but we'll be on the 24th through the 30th. So.
Oh, cheers. Okay. Well, I hope you have a good vacation.
We finally got dates on that. I'm so sorry. I'm just telling you live on camera.
It's all good. It's all good. Nightmare for $2 says, for playing the clip on mute. You're welcome. You are very welcome. Easy. Welcome. It is very easy. I guess tomorrow I have D&D in the afternoon, and then I probably will play a game because, well, let's see. Let's hope for some odd reason Tuesdays seem to be my horrible day for streaming for some odd reason. Like it's like every other stream that mine sucks, and then you're the opposite. So we'll figure it out eventually. But
I hope so.
Yeah, game at some point. Okay. And check out Nerdrotic Live. I'm posting videos there. So if you could give it a like, a view, all that good stuff for Forbidden Frontier. That's my work. And the last video was a nightmare because the audio was not synced on some of the videos. So I had to literally like slide it this way and be like, is it synced? Slide it. Is it synced? Oh my God. So it's all good. So thank you guys so much. Thank you. Whoever you are for the video as we outro, and we will see you guys next in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, because I probably will take a break. I would like to sleep. So I will see you guys next time. We will see you guys next time. Bye. $2 and says, hey, ladies, thank you.
Hi, Namanjanai.
Sorry I missed it. Bye.